Hello again, math friends, and welcome to another episode. Today we're going to be looking at perimeter word problems. First of all, let's review a little bit of geometry. A square has 4 congruent sides, and of course, right angles. A rectangle has 2 pairs of congruent sides. That pair, and of course it has a right angle. An equilateral triangle has 3 congruent sides. So these geometric concepts will help us in some of our perimeter problems. In our first problem, it says a given rectangle has a perimeter of 32 feet. So our perimeter is 32 feet. And it says the length of the rectangle is 2 feet less than twice the width. That right there is the key sentence in this word problem. We need to pull out the key words. It says the length is. So we're going to say the length equals. Is always means equals. So the length is 2 feet less than means we're taking 2 feet away from, so we're subtracting 2 feet from twice the width. The width we're going to call W, so we have 2W. So the length of a rectangle is 2 feet less than twice the width. So our length is 2W minus 2. Our width is just W. Perimeter means add up the sides, add up the lengths of the sides. So if I take this length, which is 2W minus 2, and I add this width, so we've taken this side, now we're going to add this side, which is W. Then we're going to add this side, which is 2W minus 2. And we'll add this side, which is another W. And that adds up to 32 feet. Now we just have a simple equation to solve. We need to combine like terms. 2W, W, 2W, and W is 2, 4, 5, 6W. Negative 2 and negative 2 is negative 4, and that equals 32. Now we're going to add 4 to this side, add 4 to that side. Here the 4's add out, we get 6W. Over here, 32 plus 4 is 36. Now we're going to divide both sides by 6. The 6's divide out. 36 divided by 6 is 6. Now we take this and go back. We have to make sure we're answering the question of the word problem. The question says, what are the dimensions? So we need the length and the width. Well, the width is 6 feet. The length is 2 times 6 minus 2, which is 12 minus 2, which is 10. I always like to take word problems and answer them with word answers. So the length of the rectangle is 10 feet and the width is 6 feet. You can always go back and check your answer. We know that the perimeter is 32, so if we have a width of 6 feet plus a length of 10 feet plus another width of 6 feet plus another length of 10 feet, 6 and 6 is 12, 10 and 10 is 20, we get 32 feet. All right, let's take a look at this problem. We have a square and the perimeter is 20 centimeters. Remember that if we have a square, we have 4 congruent sides and of course a right angle. If all of those sides are the same, I'm going to call the side S. So to find the perimeter, we add the sides together. So I'm going to take this side plus this side plus this side plus this side, and that's going to equal 20 centimeters. Combine like terms, we get 4S. Divide by 4, divide by 4. A side is 5. We need to, again, make sure we're answering the question. It says, what is the length of each side? I like to take word problems and answer them with word answers. So I'm going to say each side of the square is 5 centimeters. In this problem, we have an equilateral triangle. Remember from our geometry review at the beginning, equilateral triangle means all the sides are congruent. So I'm going to call each side S. It tells us the perimeter is 24 centimeters. So this side plus this side plus this side equals 24. Combine like terms, 3S is 24. Divide by 3, divide by 3. S equals 8 centimeters. Since we have a word problem, I like to answer the question, which is what is the length of each side, with a word answer. The length of each side of the triangle is 8 centimeters. Okay, in this next problem we have a shipping container and it has a rectangular base, so there's our rectangle. Always draw a diagram. When we have a rectangle, we have 2 sets of congruent sides, right angles. We're told that the perimeter is 70. Then we need to take our key sentence. Our key sentence is the width is, W is means equals. 15 feet less than means we're taking 15 feet away from the length. Here's our length, here's our width. We're saying that the width is L minus 15. Our length is just L. So we need to take our length, which is L, add a width, which is L minus 15, add another length, which is L, add another width, which is L minus 15. That's supposed to be a 15 there. This equals our perimeter, which is 70. So now we need to combine like terms. L plus L plus L plus L is 4L. Negative 15 and negative 15 is negative 30. Then we need to add 30. Add 30. The 30s divide out. We get 4L. 70 and 30 is 100. Divide by 4, divide by 4. L is 25. Now we need to go back and answer the question. It says, what are the dimensions of the base? You need to always be careful. Go back and look and see what the question is. The question here may have just been, what's the length? Or what is the width? So you want to make sure that you are answering the question. We have a word problem, so I'm going to answer the question in a word answer. the dimensions of the container are 25 feet by, and now we need to take 25 and put it in here. 25 minus 15 is 10 by 10 feet. The dimensions of the container are 25 feet by 10 feet. We can check that because we're saying that the width is 10 feet, the length is 25 feet. If we take a length plus the other length plus the width plus the other width, 25 and 25 is 50, 10 and 10 is 20. We get the perimeter of 70. This problem's a little bit more involved. We have a triangle, but we have 3 different sides with 3 different lengths. It says that the longest side is twice the width of the shortest side. So we have a long side, a short side, and it says here middle length, so a middle side. So go back to our key sentences here. The longest side is L is twice the shorter side, 2 times. So the length here is 2s. It says the middle length side is 3 inches more than. The middle length side is 3 inches more than, means we're adding 3 to something. It's 3 inches more than the length of the shortest side, which is S. So this side is S plus 3. Now we have all 3 sides written in terms of S. That's what we need. It tells us that the perimeter is 31 inches. So now we take our short side plus our middle side plus our long side, add those up, and we get 31 inches. S plus S is 2S. Plus 2s is 4s plus 3. Then we're going to subtract 3 from this side. We have to do that on this side. Here the 3's add out. We get 4s. Over here we get 28. Divide by 4. Divide by 4. S is 7. So our short side is 7 inches. Our middle side is 7 plus 3, or 10 inches. Our long side is 2 times S, or 14 inches. We can check and make sure that's right by taking 7 and 10 and 14. This is 17 plus 14. That gives us 31. Word problem, I'm going to give you a word answer. The dimensions of the triangle are 7 inches by 10 inches by 14 inches. Now I want you to stop the video on this next slide and try the problem on your own, and then see if you can set it up correctly, see if you can solve and get the correct answer. So stop the video here, come back when you have it completed, and I'll work the problem out for you. You can see if you got it correct. Okay, let's check your answer, see if you got it right. We have a building, and the base of the building is a rectangle, so we know we have two sets of congruent sides and a right angle. This is our length, this is our width. I always like to draw a picture, label it. It tells us the perimeter is 300. We have a perimeter of 340 feet. Then here's our key sentence. The length is 50 feet more than, means we're adding 50 to the width. So the length is W plus 50. We have our width. We don't know anything about it. It didn't say the width is. It says the length is. So our width is just W. This width is also W plus 50. And there's a width. So now we take this side plus this side plus this side. And finally this side. And that adds up to 340. Combine like terms, W plus W plus W plus W is 4W, plus 50 is 100. That equals 340. Subtract 100 from each side. These add out. We get 4W. 340 minus 100 is 240. Divide by 4. Divide by 4. The width is 60. If our width is 60, that means our length is 60 plus 50, which is 110. Let's check our answer. We know we have to have a perimeter of 340, so if I take a width plus another width plus a length plus another length, 60 and 60 is 120, 110 and 110 is 220. Add these up, we get 340 feet. Word problem should get a word answer. The dimensions of the building are 110 feet by 60 feet. Okay, hopefully you did well on that. If you didn't, go back and review some more. Come back and try this again. And that wraps it up for us. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you check out all of our videos on our YouTube channel. Do a search for Mathman1962. We also have lots of free interactive math activities on our EdTech website, edtech.dnjdesigns.org. Check that out if you need some practice. That wraps it up. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you on the next episode.
If you liked this video, please click on the thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, please click on the subscribe button. And if you want to be notified when new videos are posted, please click the bell.